Okay.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, roll.
Well, Nick Stahl, a kid from Dallas, Texas. Right now we are near Bangor, Maine. It's been a long trip. Tell me a little bit about how you made the passage from one place to the other.
Well, I had been, doing a TV movie up in Toronto, so it wasn't that long a flight. I went into Boston, and then I went here, and both flights were like an hour and a half. So.
But you're used to a whole different kind of environment. And now you're shooting the movie and doing the interviews in a different kind of environment. Was it a real change for you?
It was. It really was. Where I shot this, in this state, Maine's a great place to visit. It really is. It's like, I personally like the weather because even though it's cold, I live in Dallas, Texas. So
without putting down Texas, nonetheless, it's pretty nice, huh?
No, yeah, I've just lived there, forever.
Now, obviously, you knew about Mel Gibson long before you came to this movie. What was the toughest thing for you to overcome in working with him? Did you have to get past a kind of
stardom type? Actually, the second time I met him, it was like almost like not there. It was weird. And after a while, it's just gone. And by the time, and we did, I met him to get the part, and we did rehearsals. So by the time filming had started, it was basically all gone. It's like big stardom image thing.
Of course, the tempting thing is to think that he plays your teacher in the film, and that as a director, in a way,
teaches me a little too.
Is that too easy a parallel to look at, I wonder?
Not really. He's it was very similar. I mean, I looked at a lot of those kind of things while I was doing the film, and there's a lot of it it was amazing how much real life things had to do with me and the character and the storyline that was happening like in real life.
Your character has to learn to look past his face. You have to look past his fame.
Yeah, and also I do have to look past his he did. When I first saw his makeup on and everything, it was it took some getting over it, but after a while it was just gone. I couldn't see it anymore, just like I said in the film, and the whole crew basically just didn't notice it anymore. And it became normal for him to have it on. Without it on, it's, people said, "Oh, so you're back." That was the rare moment when he didn't.
Did it affect at all his speech? I think some of the speech was dubbed in later. I was wondering about that.
A little bit. He couldn't smile that well because it's like this, and it cracks. Not sometimes, but only like if he had been wearing it all day. Yeah. Then it'd make these lines, and then they'd stay there when he, it was kind of weird.
Interesting. Now, you're going to come away from this with, I think, and I hope, a lot of really good memories.
Me too.
Share something with me that maybe is off the set, something that you got out of the shoot, out of getting to know Mel, something that is away from the frame of the film that you're going to take away with you that was really meaningful for you about this project.
Well, Mel was a great guy to work with, and we always, kidded each other about, everything, and we always swapped impressions and stuff, and
impressions of who?
Yeah, he can do Sammy Davis Jr. and let me see.
You did some for him?
Charles Bronson.
Who can you do?
I can do. Well, he taught me a lot of his, like Sammy Davis and a lot of that. But lots of things happen, on the set. Between us, the really funny things, you want to hear one?
I'd love to hear one.
Well, okay. Let's see what.
Try
one
it
time,
out.
Okay. One time, there's the scene. Remember the scene where I go into the boat really mad and I take off. Well, no one had showed me how to drive the boat, and so I got in. I slammed down, and I was all ready to peel off, and I just went, and all of a sudden I just flew off, and on the way back I crashed into this metal thing. It was hilarious.
Good grief.
But they wanted to go get me. They sent another boat out there because they thought I was going to go off into sea. They thought I didn't know how to turn a boat. But they hadn't showed me how to drive the boat, so it was it was a disaster. So the next take they finally got the guy. They even hired a guy to show me how to drive this boat, and they forgot about it. So I was just like, okay, I can do it. I didn't mention anything.
Maybe they should have used the shot, though, where everything went wrong. Huh?
Right.
We've got just time for one last thing, Nick.
Okay.
When you first see this film now back in your neighborhood with the gang, what about that? Is that going to be a special party for you?
Probably. Oh, they're actually doing like a premiere thing type thing that's going on in Dallas. The theater group, because I've been doing like theater since I was like 4 years old, and the theater group I started out with is holding this big thing and this premiere party thing in Dallas, and there's a lot of people coming, and it's going to be kind of fun. I'm inviting a few friends to that, and
Man. And your parents?
yeah,
Just real proud?
yeah, my mom's real proud.
They're telling you not to let it go to your head already?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're a very forthright young man.
Thank you very much.
Nick
It's
Stahl.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. From Dallas to Bangor, Maine. And I'm John Tibbetts for KCTV5. Actually, more technically, Bar Harbor. Isn't